Welcome to How to English. This is Ian. Oh fuck, this is so weird, but here goes nothing. So a couple weeks ago, a listener messaged me and asked if I can do an all English episode. And since I don't get a lot of suggestions, I'm going to try it out today. But before we begin, just know that I did not prepare a script for this episode. And because this is my first time trying something like this, it might not come out as smooth as the episodes I did in Chinese. But oh well, we'll see how it goes. Oh, and by the way, I know a lot of people probably won't understand most of what I'm about to say. No offense, but we'll just see how this ends up. I'll try to speak slower than usual so it'll be easier for people to keep up. Well, now that's out of the way, what should we talk about? So let's start with what I did in the past 2 weeks. I did mention that in the last episode I was going to go skiing, and yeah, that's basically what happened last week. For those of you who don't know what skiing is, let me explain. Skiing is a winter sport where you basically stand on two separate pieces of wood attached to your feet, and then you slide down on a hill covered in snow. Yes, there is a different version of the sport called snowboarding, which basically instead of putting two separate pieces of wood, you only have one board attached to both of your legs. Think of a skateboard without the wheels tied to the bottom of your feet, and basically that's what snowboarding is. So skiing, snowboarding, same type of activity, different sport, and a different name. You get the idea, right? So there you go. Two new vocabularies for those who didn't know about skiing and snowboarding. And I'll be honest, I'm already planning for a second trip to the snow. The weather wasn't the best last week, so I really would like to go again when the weather is a lot better. But I don't know, it's very hard to tell. If I really do decide to do a second trip though, it'll be to a different mountain near Sydney, because I've been to this mountain too many times. Now that COVID restrictions are about lifted, it's time I do a little bit of traveling. So yeah, that's that. How long has it been? Oh my god, 3 minutes. Let's try to do a little bit more. So let's talk about something I've mentioned before in previous episodes, but that was in Chinese, about being happy. So last week at work, a friend asked me again about how to always stay positive and happy. Well, it was a long explanation, so I'm just going to quickly cover what my answer was. To those of you who feel miserable most of the time, maybe this can help you a little bit. So I think I'm happy most of the time because of two reasons. One, I don't like to compare myself with anyone. I just think that if you're always comparing, there is no way you can feel happy, because out of almost 8 billion people in the world, someone will always end up being better than you at something. They might have more money, they might look better, they might have a easier job, whatever. If you only focus on yourself, life can be so much easier. Just kind of accept who you are. If you are unhappy about your life right now, and you can do something about it, then do something about it. You think your job sucks, go get a new job. If you think you're poor, go make more money. Just sitting there and saying shit like, oh, that guy is so lucky, blah, 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 doesn't make your life any better. As a matter of fact, it does the opposite. So why do it in the first place? To those of you who say it's not that simple or you have no choice, I think you're just lazy. You just need to stop making excuses. It's your life. Get up and do something about it. And that's the first thing. And then the second thing I realized is that I don't blindly chase after money like some of my friends do. I tend to do whatever makes me happy. And if that gets me money on the way, great. If that loses money, who gives a shit? Like gambling, for example. I know gambling will lose me money 99% of the time. But I do it anyways because it makes me happy. That's simple. It annoys me when people go into a casino and come out complaining about losing money. Like, dude, then you shouldn't even go to one in the first place. Some friends pick their job by how much money they can get, right? And I tend to pick the easier job that just gives me enough money to pay rent and buy food. If there's extra money left for me to go for skiing or to play video games, that's awesome. But if not, fuck it, I'm too lazy. Now that I think of it, those who are chasing after money and comparing always seems to be the saddest people I know. I wouldn't say saddest, but like more sad than usual. So if you want to be happier than you are now, maybe here is where and how you start. After all, life is short and you never know when it ends. Why not just enjoy it while it lasts, you know? I know this sounds super corny, but believe it or not, that is what I kind of live by. As long as you're alive, nothing can be bad. Johnny Depp has a quote that goes, "Breathe, it's only a bad day, not a bad life." And I totally agree with that. Be more optimistic and less pessimistic. For those who don't know what that means, optimistic means you make the best of situations, I guess, while pessimistic is the opposite. The easiest example would be optimistic people will look at a glass and say it's half full, while pessimistic people look at it and say it's half empty. So again, two new words, optimistic and pessimistic. You're welcome. Let's see. How long has it been? Okay. I think this is enough for my first try. The original plan was to go the full episode in English, but I am out of ideas. So yeah, 我们就换回来中文吧。今天比较特别一点啦，因为前几个礼拜有个听众私讯我，然后就是问我说能不能用全英文的方式来录一集，所以我就想说，既然有人这样提议，那我就来试试看。不过因为这是我第一次用英文录节目，然后有点其实也不太知道要讲什么，就想说我们还是先讲个一半就好了，剩下的我换回中文讲好了，不然可能有一大部分的人都听不懂我在说什么。那我也没有要嘲笑任何人的意思哦，不要误会。反正你们就把前面那段啦当做听力练习，然后我觉得我已经有尽量在放慢速度了，应该也没有用到一些太困难的单字吧，所以我觉得应该就是一般人是可以听懂一些啦。反正就先试个水温，看看有没有人会反映说是喜欢还是不喜欢。刚刚我在讲英文的时候有发现一件事，就是滑雪这个活动好像没有一个正确的英文单字，就是 如果你用英文在跟你朋友说你这个礼拜要去滑雪，那你就要先选好说你要滑的是滑单板还是滑双板，然后英文版你就只能说 I am going skiing this week， 或者是说 I'm going snowboarding。好像没有办法就是直接说 I'm going to go 滑雪 this week 这样，因为滑雪这个单字我找不到，可能有啦，如果你们知道的话可以跟我讲。相反的，中文好像也没有skiing snowboarding 的直接翻译，就是 ski 是就是 snowboard ski 跟 snowboard 啦，这两个是有翻译，但是 skiing 跟 snowboarding 就是正在进行时，就我也不知道有没有翻译，好像就是统称滑雪嘛。因为我在跟朋友聊天，就是我们也都只是说要去滑雪，那也从来没有直接听到有人讲说哦，我这个礼拜要去滑单板，或者是我这个礼拜要去滑双板，这样蛮酷的啦。这是刚刚在录前面那段的时候才发现，因为原本就是打算英文讲到一半，中间想说要切换回中文去跟大家解释，但是后来想想又不太对，应该要让大家去练习听英文，而且那个听众的建议就是说用全英文去录一个节目啊。我没有准备啦，我讲实话，所以我就讲到后面我也不知道要讲什么了。那如果你对就是滑雪这个有兴趣的话，你可以拉回去前面那一段去听，看看 skiing snowboarding 哪一个是哪一个这样。那我也就不直接跟大家讲。老实说对，就刚刚也讲过，这个礼拜没有准备太多。我原本是真的打算整集用英文讲，可是讲到一半词穷了，那所以这个礼拜就先这样吧。这一集比较短，10几分钟而已。那如果说你们真的有喜欢前面这样子全英文的内容啊，你们可以到就是 Apple Podcast 的留言区那边留言跟我说一下啊，不喜欢也可以跟我说啦，反正就是你们给一点回馈，给点建议，那看怎么样，我会自己再决定以后继续用这种方式，还是不要再用这种方式。不好意思留言的，你也可以到就是资讯栏里面有那个 Facebook 的粉专，或者是 Instagram、Telegram 的连结，你们也可以从那边私讯我，看要我多讲少讲，讲快一点，讲慢一点，还是看你有什么想法，都可以跟我说。那今天我们就先讲到这边好了，就不要再浪费大家时间，因为我自己也讲不下去了。我们就下次更新再见咯。See you on the next episode. Peace.